see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better.
On my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better.
Yeah, better when I wanna get better. Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time.
Let the past be the past, I'm on a new level.
No regrets, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that I'll be fine. Yeah. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
I'll stay forever. I'll stay forever.
I was playing shows on outside of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. On nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, yeah, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said I have a proposition. Every really want to take me home tonight. I said, what's that? And she said, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. So I sung how I wore when it came hard to breathe. Hit the focus to make sure I hit the notes. And there's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to glow. That's your man, hey, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Now she say I'm a magician. And if you really want to take me home tonight, it's quite alright. Yeah, she say, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. I'm in love, yeah, is it obvious? I'm just trying to figure you
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And there's no doubt about the talent that we see from C.J. Stroud. We've watched it develop in his first 2 years in the league. But the best way quarterbacks are graded is winning. He's out there trying to win his 3rd division championship in as many years.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Texans, first down. A gain of 7.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
The straight-ahead running, I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Stroud looking to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run on first down. Marks. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's Stroud. On a slant, here's Collins.
Pitch and catch there good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Gain of 13 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Stroud keeps it. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Texans first down. First and
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Chubb is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And I know that last year in 2024, New York Jets fans were watching him and saying, that's the guy we thought we were going to get. But he found his groove in Minnesota, finishing the top 5 in passing yards and touchdowns last year. Now in Seattle, ready to prove that last season was no fluke.
Here's Darnold. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold.
Pass it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
I don't know no better. When I got Richard E. Bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Darnold. That'll be caught by Cup. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Darnold now to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Will Anderson.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now it's Darnold. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Texans send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
It's 4th down.
Shoves him aside. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And just shutting him off there. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Yards on the play. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Darnold.
He completes this to Walker.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be caught.
And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sam Darnold taking it in from a yard out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right.
Stroud. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, but it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Stroud. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 37-yard line.
18.
They'll look to throw again.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Stroud out of the gun here. This one left side caught by Collins.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 19-yard line.
Option right, here's Stroud.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain on the play. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Boye Mafe got through the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss.
18. What's that?
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Open man is Higgins. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kyrie Fairbairn comes on. This a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
49 yards for Ken Walker. And the Seahawks have moved out in front.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that makes it 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go. 18.
Stroud looking to throw.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
And the Texans, 1st down. It's a gain of 35. 1st down, Houston.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown or for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left,
for a big play.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's Stroud. And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Harrison Bryant, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to move back in front. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
For the extra point.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Seahawks.
5 plays there on that drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And running with power here. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Back to Walker on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. They run again with Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Myers on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will tie things at 17-all. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And able to get this out to the 25. Houston's offense taking over again.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show them.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Marks. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down.
18.
First and 10.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
First and 10 at the 47.
Up the middle they go. Marks. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
10 more yards. Devin Witherspoon on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 6.
These two teams all tied after one. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard.
Here we go.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it.
Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
That's another Texans first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Texans.
Chubb on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
On the bootleg, Stroud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Oh, 18. What's up?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Miami Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Boy, as we look down on the field, you can just see how a play like that changes momentum. Look, one side hooting and hollering, getting the big block, and the other side obviously dejected.
And since you mentioned momentum, few plays can change momentum as quickly as a blocked field goal. Big-time play there. Now see if they can capitalize on it and turn the fortunes in their direction.
Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted every with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
135 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And Walker once more. And he'll take this down to the 33.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings him to third down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Back to throw, Darnold. He'll try to pick it up himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sam Darnold with his second touchdown here this first half. And the Seahawks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. For the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. This pass complete to Higgins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
And trouble trying the middle here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Texans first down.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 18.
Back to throw. Stroud. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Boye Mafe. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
18. What's that?
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Now a 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
154 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Again, it's Walker.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now Darnold. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again is Darnold. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now it's Darnold. He completes this to Walker. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Again, Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Cooper Kupp from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Stroud to throw it. The pass caught by his running back, Nick Chubb. So giving 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting... And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Horton. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Walker with another carry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On the fleek, right? Wait.
Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is going to have the Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First down. A gain of 5.
But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job seeing he got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
They'll let this go deep for Collins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them to 1st down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now Stroud looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Throwing now is Stroud. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
It's a gain of 8. And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators? They say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job. But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Stroud out of the gun here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this 1st half of football.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To the football, it's blocked. Coaches talk all the time about the value of special teams, and we have seen it in this game, Charles. Not 1 block kick, but now 2 of them in this contest.
And always, 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 we talk about adjustments during a game. Offense and defense, series to series. Rarely do we talk about special teams. Someone didn't adjust from block 1 to block 2, and it really cost them.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. to Walker. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 29, here's second down and 5. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Darnold.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 44 now, here's second and 4.
Darnold down to throw. That'll be caught by Cobb. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, they know what's up. Cause I never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain and taking off your damn heads. I'm running up this door.
To the air again, Darnold. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's second and 3.
Here's Darnold. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Darnold to throw again. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Here's Darnold. Another completion for Cobb. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Back to throw, Darnold.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Jalen Petrie picking up the sack on a safety blitz.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
The Seahawks field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go. Let's go.
Here's Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
8 yards.
Now a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Here we go. Watch.
Stroud looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, Marks. And he stopped immediately there. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
On the tweak, right?
Stroud off the play fake. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
That's another Texans first down. A gain of 15. And the Texans first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
118. What's that?
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 22-yard line.
And the Texans first down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real
after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And that's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
A 39-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Ordinarily, when we talk about a field goal block, there's a little bit of a surprise in our voice, maybe even some excitement. That's the 3rd one of this game. This is a total breakdown.
I was just saying, I don't know about you. This is the first game I've worked with 3 blocks. I know it's the first game we've worked together with 3 blocks. I've seen 2, and that's a stretch.
And I do know one thing. There's going to be a big-time discussion about the future of this special teams coach. 3 blocks given up in 1 game? I don't know how he's going to justify that.
And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here you go, set. Hey, set.
Again, it's Charbonnet.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
At the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now.
Set. Hey, set.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now it's Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Oh, ready.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 9.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
They run it again with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
118.
Stroud. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 34.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5.
Go outside.
To throw is Darnold.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops it.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Elijah Arroyo, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to add on
into that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
And Stroud now to throw.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now Stroud.
And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks and 3 plays.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Powers through. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's Charbonnet once again.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go, set. Set.
From the 29, Darnold.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Darnold, he can beat you in a number of ways, and there the scramble for the first.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Reset.
Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Darnold. There's that man again. It's complete.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the educated LA yelling. That ain't bad, but somebody gotta do it. Come on.
You're set. Reset.
Back to throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Jason Myers.
after the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Houston set to take over. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard on the play.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
18. That's right. Right.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
All right.
Throwing now is Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the 1st down.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Texans
back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Boye Mafe
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Stroud. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They'll get 34 yards there.
another Texans 1st down. A gain of 34 yards.
All right.
1st down.
18.
Looking to throw. Stroud. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Well, the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Looking to put a drive together.
We're going side.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here, some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Go side.
Darnold now to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Will Anderson
getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw, Darnold. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
All right.
They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And this will be a Texans first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that. but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Boye Mafe.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Stroud looking to throw.
Under pressure, they got him again.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
And he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Darnold. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. So they get a 4th quarter pick. Something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this ball? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And now out comes Houston.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Mills.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
The defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get him there for the sack.
Will Anderson.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. From the gun, here's Mills.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Quick throw complete by Mills.
His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And one more time, here's Kirk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes.
DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Texans first down.
Now Mills on the bootleg.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
Mills to throw it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
Let's go.
Mills now. He'll try and do this himself.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now it's Darnold. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We're going to start.
Now Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
We're going to start.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line.
That's good.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
First and 10.
Mark, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Here's Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. We'll get that to Charbonnet. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. To throw is Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
We're going to start.
Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Will
Wilson. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.